What up, YouTube family? So in this video, I'm going to show you how to turn $1,000, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, all right? $1,000 into 100G. So basically, I'm going to show you how to make your first $100,000 wholesaling real estate. I'm going to show you first. I'm going to tell you how I would do it if I were to start all over again, knowing what I know today. Then secondly, I'm going to show you exactly step by step how you too can do this. And then finally, third, at the end, I'm actually going to call a seller and I'm going to call a seller live, and hopefully we can put that property under contract right in front of your eyes. Okay. Once again, if you enjoyed this video and if it does add a lot of value to you, boom, smash that thumbs up. If you're new to the family, you already know what to do, baby. Boom, smash that subscribe button. I'm going to try to keep this as PG-13 as possible. The last time that I went on, and some of you comment some stupid shit, so I freaking went hardcore, and YouTube actually banned that video. So I'm going to try to keep it PG-13 and just focus on showing you guys exactly how this is done, okay? So comment in, let me know what city, what state you're coming from, how long have you been in the game, and have you closed your first deal? Have you made your first 100G yet? Now, another thing I want you to understand is the knowledge is free, but the hustle is sold separately. Nothing works if you don't. Dreams don't work unless you do, all right? It will require hard work. It will require you to commit, all right? But you can do this part-time. This can be your little side hustle that you can do, 1 or 2 or 3 hours per day, or maybe something you just want to do on the weekend. All right. And I want you to understand that it's not how hard you work, but it's what you do for work that will actually make you rich. So think about that for a second. Some of you will spend 8 hours, 5 days a week flipping a burger, make $25,000 a year, or you can spend the same amount of time flipping a contract and make $20,000 or $25,000 a month. In this case, we're just going to keep it small. Okay, just say your first $100,000. TikTok family, if you're on this live, you want to head over to YouTube, because sometimes TikTok, like when I share this information, sometimes I also get banned on TikTok as well. So you want to head over to YouTube just in case, okay? So also too is I post a picture on Instagram. I'm on my phone. My phone is on TikTok or live on TikTok, so I can't show you the picture. Recently just closed a deal, one for $40,000, another one for $170,000. That's all in 1 month, okay? So if I can do it in 1 month, 6-figure, you can do it in a year, okay? So once again, first I'm going to tell you how I would do it, and then I'm going to bring my VA on. I'm going to show you exactly how I would do it. So I'm going to tell you, I'm going to show you, and then we're going to get on a phone with the seller, okay? So here we go. So step number one is you got to identify your market. Identify what market you want to dominate. Now, when you first starting out, so I'm going to share with you like when I first started out what I did, okay? So you don't want to pick your whole entire states, okay? You don't want to target the whole entire state because it's too big. So what you need to do is you need to focus on your target market, which is your area. Typically, I would say is your own backyard. So I would pick like a city or a county, okay? So you want to pick a city or a county in your market, okay? So that's number one. Number two is the next step is what I would do is I would make sure that the price range is between 150K to like 500,000. Okay, that is going to be your bread and butter. If your city, if houses are selling for between 150, maybe even 100,000 to like, let's just say 200,000 or 250, your average wholesale fee, so which means you get a property in a contract and you wholesale it, you typically make about, on average, $10,000 to $15,000 per deal. Okay, but if you're in like similar to my market where houses are going for between, I would say like 350 to like 500,000 after it's fixed up, then which means your average wholesale fee is going to be between $20,000 to $25,000 per deal. So if you're in this market, then all you need to do is one deal every 3 months at $25,000 per deal, you can make 100K. Okay? If you're in a lower market, all you need to do is one deal one deal a month at $10,000 per deal. That'll get you $120,000 a year. Okay, so number one is your target market. So coming in, what market, what city, what county are you targeting right now? And the next thing is, does it fit within that price range? You don't want to go into like, $1 million home, because the type of seller, it's different. They're smarter. And most people that can afford $1 million, $2 million, $3 million home, the majority of them are not in a distressed situation. Okay, they're probably pretty smart with their money. And your pool of buyers is going to be a lot smaller. Okay, more people will have, 150 to 500,000 in their bank versus someone that you're targeting high-end homes. So I wouldn't target high-end $1 million plus home. Okay. So now that you got figured out, the next thing is number 3. Okay, number 3 is now you got to focus on, well, what is your marketing channel? What are you going to do to start generating leads to come in? Because if there's no leads, you're not going to make any money. Every business needs leads, customers. Okay, so you need to focus on what is your marketing channel. What are you going to do? Are you going to do D for D? For those of you who don't know what that is, it's called driving for dollar. Now, if you just recently joined, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you basically turn 1,000 into your first 100G. I'm going to tell you how I would do it, and then I'm going to show you how to do it. And then we're going to call a seller at the end of this video, okay? Live. So D for D, you can also do what's called direct mail, okay, which is sending out postcard letters, etc. You can do SMS, which is text blast, or you can cold call, okay? And there's more. I mean, you can also put up what's called bandit sign. So you can also put up bandit sign. But for bandit sign, it takes labor work, a lot of work. Like you have to put out hundreds of bandit sign for it to actually work. I'm not talking about putting out 3 to 5 sign. I'm talking about hundreds, at least 100 bandit sign for it to really generate you some leads. Okay. So number 3 is you got to identify what marketing strategy are you going to use to start generating motivated seller leads. Okay, driving for dollar, direct mail, SMS, cold calling, bandit sign. Okay, but if I were you, I would only pick 2 strategies. You don't want to do every single one of them. Okay, majority of you starting out, you don't have a big budget to try every single one. So I would just pick 2. So for example, for us currently right now, we're doing cold call and we're doing SMS. And I'm doing, because I got the budget, I am doing a little bit of like direct mail, but not a whole lot. Okay, mainly SMS, which is text blast, and we do cold call. Okay, so now that you got to figure out, the next thing is obviously we're going to start generating leads. Okay, so once you get some call coming in, okay, so let's just say that the next thing is once you identify, okay, you got your marketing, you send it out, you got a seller calling you, okay, you got a seller calling in. Now it's time to getting on the phone, and you got to learn how to now negotiate and lock that property up. Okay, lock it up. And for those of you who don't know what wholesaling is, we're not going to buy the property. We're not going to fix the property up. All we're going to do is once we're able to negotiate, once a seller accepts our offer, we're going to lock that property under contract. And typically, once real estate is a numbers game, so you might have to make a lot of calls for one person to say yes. But once again, all you need is one yes a month, one yes a month to make 100K a year, okay? So number 4 is you got to get on the phone, you got to learn how to talk, and you got to learn how to negotiate, okay? Once you get the seller to accept your offer, you're going to lock the property under contract for 30 to 60 days, okay? We're going to lock it up for 30 to 60 days, which means within that 30 to 60 days, it gives us the right to actually sell that contract over to anybody, your mom, your daddy, whoever wants to buy the property. We can sell it, and typically they are house flipper. Okay, they either want to buy, fix, and flip it, or they want to buy, keep it as a long-term rental. But we're going to sell it over to them for $10,000 more or $20,000 more, depending on what market you're in, right? Or how as much as you can get for it. So once you lock it up for 30 to 60 days, okay, once the seller agree, sign, they're going to sign what's called a purchase and sell agreement. Man, I need to clean this, okay? So once you're able to get on the phone, negotiate, the seller is going to sign what's called a purchase and sell agreement, okay? They're going to sign this, a purchase and sell agreement. Okay, which means they agreed to sell it to you. You agreed to buy it, but once again, we're not going to buy the property. We're just going to control that asset. Once the seller signed the contract, we're going to control that piece of property for 30 to 60 days with that contract. Okay. And all it costs is to secure that property with that contract. All it's going to cost you is what's called EMD, which is an earnest money deposit. It's only going to, like, I have some of my students only put down a $10 EMD, which is earnest money deposit. My most recent student just closed his first deal for $25,000. I got another student just closed his first deal for $80 plus $80,000 within 3 months of doing this. Now, I'm not saying every single one of you are going to get this kind of results, but I'm saying that wholesaling work in any city, any states. You don't need a license to actually do this. Okay, you can do this part-time, you can do this full-time. Both of them has a JO to B, and they're just doing this on the side. So their goal is to get their wholesaling income up to the point where they are bringing in 100K a year, and then they're going to quit the JO to B and then build out their business. And I want you to also understand that you're not going to get rich or become financially free just working at a JO to B. Okay, you want to get ahead in life, and you want to become financially free and become successful. Some of you want to become the next millionaire. You need to build a business. That's how you're gonna be able to control your own destiny, control your own life, control your own income, call your own shot, call your own schedule. Is you got to become your own boss. We only got two choices in life, my friend. You either be the boss or you work for a boss. The choice is yours. Every single person that you know either is a boss or they work for a boss. Okay? So now that you got under contract, the next thing we're going to do, okay? The next thing we're going to do is once you get the property under contract, step number 8 is now we're going to find the buyer. Okay? We're going to find the buyer, which is the house flipper, who wants to buy that property, fix it, and flip it. Okay? And we're going to sell the rights. We're going to sell our contract over to them. Okay? For if you're in a lower market, hopefully $10,000. You're in a higher market, $25,000 more. And if you're in the higher market, all you need to do is 4 of these a year, four deals like this a year, which is one every 3 months. That's 100K. Okay. If you're in the lower market, all you need to do is 1 of this every single month. That's $120,000 a year. So once you found a buyer, once again, first I'm going to tell you how I would do it. Then I'm going to show you how I'm going to do it, which is I'm going to show you step by step where to do all of this, how to get all of this. And this can be done from your home. You don't need to go anywhere. So you can do this completely virtual. So for those of you who always have the dream of building a virtual business where you can just operate from anywhere, and this was me 20 years ago. Lana and I always dream of having a virtual business where we can travel, be anywhere in the world, and still ranking in that money. I don't want to show up to a physical office space, dude. This is 2024 heading to 2025. With technology, with AI, it allows you to have a virtual business, okay? So you don't think about brick and mortar. Brick and mortar, too, is so 2000 and late, okay? So now that you got a buyer, okay, once you got a buyer that's ready to go to buy the property, you're going to have them sign what's called an assignment. An assignment contract. They do not sign a purchase and sell contract. They sign an assignment contract. Hold on, TikTok. Let me flip the camera around. I know some of you can't see it. I gotta trying to multitask. Okay. So the buyer's gonna sign what's called an assignment contract, which means they're gonna step into your shoes. They're gonna be the person who's gonna move forward to buy that property. Okay. And so let's just say that you got the property under contract for $200,000. Okay, and you're going to sell it to them for $225,000, or let's just say $210,000. Okay, they're going to step into your shoes. They're going to come to the closing with the $210,000. Out of that, $200,000 will go to the seller, and the $10,000 remain goes to you. And this, my friend, is what we call wholesaling real estate. No license needed. You don't need a college degree. You don't need a GED. You don't even need a high school diploma. Okay, one of the best side hustle that I know to make 100K without a degree and without Very, very, very little risk, because all you're risking is a $10 EMD, earnest money deposit. Okay, that's all you're risking is the earnest money deposit. So for us right now, every single one of my contract that I sent out, I automatically put in my contract $250 as an earnest money deposit for me to secure that contract. Okay, so my question to every single one of you that are watching this video is, would you risk? Okay, my question to all of you is, would you risk? Let's even say that your EMD is $100. Would you risk $100 to make $10,000 in return? Would you risk that? Which is your earnest money deposit. But let me tell you this, okay? So let's just say some of you will be like, well, Khang, what if we lock the property in a contract and we can't find a buyer because my numbers are wrong? Which can happen if you're new into the game, and it probably will happen. Even with experienced investor, even with me, all the property that we put on a contract, we are not going to be able to close on every single one of them. And if any investor tells you that they can close on every single deal that they put under contract, bullshit. Oh shoot, sorry. I need to keep this PG-13. Dude, it's like they're lying. It's either that or they do very, very little deal. Very little deal. Like they don't do enough deal to be able to make that mistake. Because there's no way that you'll be able to succeed at a massive scale without making a mistake. There's just no way. Okay? So which means it will happen. But the cool thing about wholesaling is that you have what's called an inspection. Okay? An inspection period. Which means during that time, that 30 to 60 days that you have it on contract, you get to inspect the property. Which means that if you find anything wrong with the property, in this case, you can't find a buyer, you can actually call the seller back, you can cancel the contract, and you actually get your EMD back. And this is why I love about wholesaling. It's pretty much almost risk-free if you set up your contract correctly, that give you a way out. You can cancel, you get your earnest money deposit back, you walk away scratch-free, you move on to the next deal. So the risk is, worst come to worst, is you lose your $100 EMD to the seller because you feel bad for the seller because you have taken 60 days and couldn't get it done. So you'd be like, hey, I don't want to ruin my reputation. I'm okay with losing $100 and move on to the next deal. And that's for me. So I'm okay with losing $250 in return, an opportunity to make $25,000. That's what I'm risking, which is my EMD. And I'm okay with that. Okay? Got it? Now that I show you exactly tell you how it's done, now I'm going to show you how to do this. Okay? So get your laptop ready. I'm going to show you how to do this completely virtual, all from home. All you need is a laptop, a phone, and internet. So who here would be like, Khang, I would love to be able to virtually wholesale. You can go in any city, any states. I'll show you exactly how to do it. So now I'm going to show you how to turn a $1,000 investment into your first 100G. And if you're excited about that, you'll be like, Khang, let's go, baby. Make sure, dude, I might have to shut down TikTok because I know that TikTok will ban me when I go this. Okay, YouTube. As long as I keep it PG-13 on YouTube, I should be good. Okay, so no swearing, no cussing. And I guess they say that I bully. So bully, it's like when someone comments something and I say, hey, you guys are like this and that. They don't like that. So I'm going to try to keep it PG. But man, if you meet me at an event and if you're going to come up to me and ask me either, and you're going to drop some excuses, just know that I'm going to give it to you. Ain't going to hold back, dude. Okay, I'm holding back on YouTube. Okay, now I'm going to show you how it's done. So get your laptop open. I'm going to show you how I would do it, know what I know today, how I'm going to turn that $1,000 investment. Who here got $1,000 that they are ready to invest to be able to make $100K? Their first $100,000 in real estate. Drop the comment. Let me know. Okay. I'm going to get, okay, let me show you guys a picture. I just posted it on Instagram so you can see it. Just one check already. Okay, just one. It's enough for you to it is enough for you to quit, man. 173,000. Okay. And my recent student, let me show you a picture. There's a check for 40K. Okay, just one deal. Let me show you the most recent student. I love to brag about the student because a lot of you can relate to that, because obviously you'll be like, hey, Khang, I know you can do it, but can other people do it too? Dude, man, if I can do it, anybody can do this. Here, my most recent student, Jamil, closed his first deal. Oh man, can you see that? It's too dark, huh? 25 G's. I sent him a trophy. That's the trophy that you get if you're a part of my student, okay? And if you close your first deal, we're gonna send you that, okay? Now I'm gonna show you how it's done. Okay, I'm gonna bring my VA on. I'm gonna show you how to invest this thing and turn this into 100G. Ready? Let's go, baby. So first, you identify the market. You identify where you're gonna market already. Now I'm gonna show you, okay? Okay, I'm gonna send Angeline a link. Hold on a second. Let me invite her to come on. Okay, hold on a second. Hold on. So once again, I'm going to show you, if I know what I know today, just the shortcut to doing this. Okay? She's going to come on, and let's rock and roll, baby. So get your laptop open. Okay? So here's what I'm going to do. The first thing is I'm going to sign up for this software called KingData.ai. KingData.ai. What this software does is literally you can just sit at home and you can go in any city, any states, and with one click of a button, you can pull up any distressed property you want. Pre-foreclosure, tax delinquents, probate, inherit property, divorce, people who own their property upside down, tire landlord, people who own their property free and clear. Okay? And I'm going to show you which one I would target if I were you to get the quickest results. Because we don't want to target people who are unmotivated, right? So sign up for this software called KingData.ai. It's going to cost you $149 a month. And I know some of you, this is the last time I got banned because of this. Some of you will spend more on a dinner, $149 more on a dinner than this software. Okay, so Angeline, hold on a second. Angeline?
Hi, Khang.
Okay, Angeline, so here's what we're going to do, okay?
Okay.
So, first off, okay, could you share the screen on there? And let me tell you what we're going to do is we are going to pull high equity people. We're going to pull high equity, people who owns their property with at least, I would say, 30% or more.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm going to pull, hold on a second. Let me have Angeline once again. So this is the first step that I would do. All right, you guys, this is the first step I would do. The next thing is earlier, you already found the market. Next week, we're going to start generating our distressed property list, okay? You got to get a good list of people that you can hit. That's number 2. That's what we're doing right now. And I think we're going to target people who has high equity on their property, okay? Which means they either own it free and clear or they have at least, I would say, at least 30 to 40% in equity on their house. Got it, Angeline?
Okay.
So let's go ahead and start with, let's go ahead and do my county.
Okay.
Let's do Whatcom County.
Whatcom County, already.
So, Angeline, we're going to show them how to do it. So you want to walk them through step by step. That would be great. Just slowly.
Alrighty. Okay. So once you logged in, just click this dashboard here. So yeah, this would be your dashboard, and then the left corner you can choose what tab that you would like to go. But right now, since that we're searching a lead, so we will go to this tab, lead pipes. Okay, click that arrow down and then click the property leads.
Perfect.
Okay, and when you're there, just type in the Whatcom County.
So hold on. So I'm targeting my county. You should be targeting your county. So comment in what county or what city are you in? Go ahead, Angeline.
Okay, so just
Yep.
click the Whatcom County, and then just on the right side, just choose what type of list that you are going to pull. So right now we're going to use or pull a high equity.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Just so we can have a good size list to target.
Okay, so you got 31,000.
So
Or
we
with
got a
that.
list of, okay, so 31,000 people, right?
Right, that's right.
Okay.
So we
So what we,
need, okay, sorry, Kong.
nope, go ahead, Angeline.
Okay, so we need to filter it to narrow the list. So since
Because
that we don't,
30,000, hold on a second, because 30,000, you guys, is too big. So for those of you who have the basic plan, if you sign up for the basic plan, you get 25,000 free lead per month. But 31,000 is just, in my personal opinion, it's just too big of a list, and it's going to cost you more than $1,000. So what we need to do is we need to narrow the list, tighten it down. So here's how you're going to narrow down the list. So that way we're targeting people, because you got $1,000, we're going to target people who are just extremely motivated.
all right. So let's remove the condo, remove the townhome, the property, the other property type, and then the apartment. So we will live just only the single family and the multifamily.
Hold on a second. So after you remove all that, we're left with high equity, single family, and multifamily only. For those of you who don't know what multifamily is we only targeting anything between 2 to 4 units, because 2 to 4 units is still considered as residential, which means any mom and pop regular investor, first time home buyer will buy it. So 99%, it's basically, it's easy to, once we get under contract, it's easy to unload to any investor. And what does that leave us with, Angeline?
Okay, so for that we have 29,683.
Okay. So that
Okay.
took our list from 31,000 down to 29,000. Okay. We need to
Mhm.
narrow down even more.
Right. So we will go to wholesale score and let's try 500.
Okay. Hold on a second. So for those of you who don't know what a wholesale score is, and this is what's so badass about the software, is that typically it will rate the property between 0 to 1,000. 1,000 mean like, dude, this seller is really ready to give you their property. Like there is a lot of motivation in there. Okay. So,
Uh,
as in typically we like to put in 500 because that's kind of in the middle. Okay. So the higher the score, the more motivation that seller is. Okay. And what they do is the software does a thing where it takes 40 years of data, it jam packed it, it analyzes, right, the time that people own it, how much, and all of that, and it tells you their desperation of how likely they are in that situation to sell it at a steep discount. So when you punch in the score, the higher the score, the smaller your smaller. So we want to maximize the $1,000 that we're going to use. So we want to eliminate any tire kicker. We only want to target people who are in that extreme motivated situation. So we use a score of 500. Go ahead, Angeline.
okay. So after that, we only have 1,415 leads.
So got, okay, 1,415 lead. Okay, got it. So Angeline, I think with that, so now the next step I'm going to do is, once I got that list, guys. Okay, once you got that list, comment and let me know how big your list is. Okay, so now that we got a list of 1,400, I'm going to move on to the next step. Angeline, let's go ahead and skip trace that list and see how much it's going to cost us.
Okay. So all you need to do is just click the right tab here, the lower, and then just click the lead trace. Okay, let's click that, and then click continue, and then continue. And all you need to do is just scroll down and
Yep.
then click accept the
Okay.
terms and condition. And for that list, you will going to
$141.
pay 141 and 50
Okay.
cents.
I'm just going to round it up. So that list itself, okay, we're going to mark that list. This is high equity owner, okay? So that list costs us $142. And we got a list of 1,400 something people to target. Perfect. Now we're going to go back to the thing again, Angeline. And now
Okay.
we're going to pull up people who are, I would say now we're going to go back and we're going to do absentee owner. So same thing. Now we're going to get another list.
Okay.
Because once again, we got $1,000 that we can spend. And I'm going to show you guys how to maximize that $1,000. Go ahead, Angeline.
All right. So we'll still use the Whatcom County.
Yep.
You're okay. So all you need to do again is go to lead pipes and then click the arrow down and then click the property leads. And then let's type in again the Whatcom County. And then absentee
Yep. You're going to target
owners.
absentee owner.
Okay, let's just wait for the system to load. So we've got 26,204.
Okay. It's too
And
big.
then, yep.
We're going to do the same thing, guys. So you just rinse and repeating the same thing. Go ahead.
And then let's go to filter. Let's remove those apartments, other
And
condo.
listen, you guys. I'm not high tech, okay? But this software make it so easy to use. Angeline, we have used so many different software. Isn't this the best, the easiest software to use?
Yes, it's easy to navigate. It's just, very easy.
Yep. So
It's,
same thing. We're gonna do absentee owner. This time is single family, multifamily. Go ahead. And that
And
brought our
then
list. Hold on, Angeline. That brought our list to 22,000 people, which is still too big.
mm-hmm. Okay, so again, let's try 500 for the wholesale score,
Yep.
and we'll see if how many leads for that. Okay, so we got 4,825.
Okay. So 4,000. Okay. So for absentee owner, okay, let's go ahead and skip trace and see how much that's going to cost us.
All right, so
That's for
again,
wait 4,000. How big is the list, Angeline?
4,825.
Okay. 4,800. Okay. Good. And this
Okay,
is absentee owner. Okay.
and then let's click the lead trace so we will know
Okay.
how much is that, and click continue,
Yep.
continue. And then scroll down, accept the terms and condition.
So this
And
costs
yep,
$482. 482. Okay.
and
So
50
we're
cents.
okay. So we're at 4, 5. So we're at $600. Okay. We still got some money left to spend. So Angeline, let's go back again.
Okay.
And now let's pull up tax delinquent.
Okay. Tax delinquent. All
Yep.
right.
So for those of you who don't know what tax delinquents is, this is a great list to target. So this comes in the basic plan and also comes in the pro plan. Now the pro plan has way more lists, but you'll be paying $249. And this typically the pro plan is for those of you who's more serious, who's like, Khang, I want a bigger list. Like you can pull pre-foreclosure, you can pull, foreclosure, you can pull inherit property, you can pull probate. So there's much, much more. So now we are hitting tax delinquents, okay?
Okay. So just click the delinquent tax activity here. And we've got 1,422.
Okay.
Let's
Yep.
click that one. Okay. And then let's filter it out. So we already removed those the other property types, so
Okay.
only just single family and multifamily.
Good.
And 500 holds a score, so
Wait,
that's the
wait, Angeline. I think with that list of 1,400, I don't think. Yeah. Okay. So let's go ahead and put in our wholesale score.
okay. We've put already.
Oh, so the wholesale score is 400. That gives us 1,400 people to
Yep.
target. So basically, let's go ahead and skip trace and see how much that's gonna cost us.
All right. Okay, continue, accept, and yep, 142 and 20.
142, whatever it is. Okay, just 142. Once again, 142. So now you got 3 lists to target. This typically total up, even with the software, you're going to run right about $1,000. Once again, you got that list, you skip trace. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to pound the phone and we're going to call all of those homeowner and we're going to start making offer. Okay? Once again, we're going to start making offer. And all you need is one yes. Okay? Imagine if you just get one yes a month. That's really all you need. Okay, so now let's just say you got a seller to accept your offer. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to run comps using the exact same software. So let's just say that you got a seller online, the seller's motivated, and now you're trying to figure out what the property's worth so you can make offer to the seller. So our next thing is we need to figure out what is our offer to the seller. Okay, I know a lot of you have these questions to me. So let's go ahead and now. So the first thing, here's what you need if you want to calculate what to offer to the seller. Number one is we need to figure out what the property's worth, which is the ARV. So we need to figure out what the property's worth. So how are we going to do that is we're going to run comparable. We're going to find other property that are sold within that area. And we need to find 3 similar property to our target property to figure out what that property's worth. So we're going to use the exact same software. I need you to comment in. Is there a property that you guys trying to figure out what it's worth? Comment in the chat. Okay, comment in what the property address, and then we're going to pull it up here. But since we're waiting for that, Angeline, can you just take one of our property address and see if we can try to run comps on it? Angeline, you still there?
Oh, I'm sorry, I was on mute.
Yeah.
Sorry,
So
go.
Angeline,
Okay.
okay, let's go ahead and take one of the property address that we have and show them how
Alright.
we're going to run comps.
Okay.
There you
So
go.
let's
Just take one of that.
try this one. Okay. So we need to do is just go to dashboard and then just type in the property address that you would like to get a comms. So let's try this address here.
As you guys can see, we haven't even left the office to do any of this. All of this can be done at the comfort of your own home. Angeline, where are you based out of?
Philippines.
Okay.
All right, so we've got the information. So for this software, when you type in the address, so the first that you will get is the property details. Okay, so in this property details, you will know who is the owner, what type of property is this, their mailing address. So it's the records it's available in the county
Mm.
usually. Okay.
Hold on a second, Angeline. And the thing is, guys, what I love about, you want to go down to the address. What I love about this is because in the tax assess that where they put their address, if the seller doesn't live in that property, you can actually go in here and see their actually forwarding address. Like if the property's vacant where they don't live there anymore, you don't want to send, okay, hold up, go up, Angeline.
Okay.
Go all the way up. You don't, if you're going to send out, go all the way up. So, Angeline, is that property address different than their mailing address?
Yep.
You see that? You guys, now this is key here. Because if you were to send your mailer, your postcard or whatever, your letters to that address, to the property address, it's not going to go to them. So this is how you win. Okay, this is a little trick right here. Go down to the actual mailing address, Angeline. That is where you want to send the postcard or the letter to. So for those of you who wants to handwrite letters and send it to them because it's cheaper for you, boom, that is how I would do it. Okay, and you can take that address and skip trace as well. Okay, and then go ahead. What else they tell us about the property, Angeline?
Okay, the property inside, which is the home type, single family, what county, and then
They'll pretty much tell you everything. The tax assessed value on it. Well, what's the tax assessed value on it, Angeline?
42,000.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, and also you will know if there's a loan because yeah, they say available records here.
Yep. So is there a loan on this
Mm,
property?
No, it's 0. So
Wait,
it's
hold on, Angeline. Right there, right? Sell price. Wait, down. It also tells you the sell price. So it's sold for 65,000. It's got to be a manufactured home or something. Does it tell you when? Oh, it does tell you when they sold it for. So they sold that thing back in February 18th, 2022. So in my opinion, I would not target this property because they just sold that property back in 2022. It's only been 2 years. I wouldn't target this property. All right, guys. So, and that's going to save you some money on if you were to send out direct mail, and it save you time to save you money on skip tracing. Knowing that, boom, I wouldn't do it. Okay, but we're going to run comps. We want to figure out what this property's worth.
okay. So let's go back here and
So
then
this is how
click
powerful
the
the software is. Like, it will tell you all the information about the seller and about the property, which is crazy. Okay.
okay. So all you need to do is click these comparables
Honestly,
and
guys, it's literally that easy now.
right.
Okay.
Okay. I believe Kong there was a property before that has been teared down. So
Okay.
maybe right now it's just a
Probably a
vacant
vacant
lot.
land.
Yeah,
Okay.
vacant
I
lot.
mean, I would think so. It's just a vacant
Yeah.
piece. Okay, just a vacant land.
Okay.
Okay.
So there is a property that sold within the neighborhood just 0.1 mile,
Okay.
and that was sold last July for 295,000.
Okay. So basically, whoever bought this, they bought it for the price of the land. They probably scrape, take down whatever it's on there. If it's sit there, if there's a manufacturer on there, they probably scrape it and they're gonna build it new. Angeline, let's look at a different property that's actually a stick built.
Okay.
So
Let's
we want to
go.
look like it. We want to look at an actual property.
Okay.
Let me see here.
Let's go back to property leads. Let's try this one.
So C said, why wouldn't you target that property? The reason I wouldn't target that property, dude, is because they just recently sold it back in 2022. And it's only been 2 years. You know, there's no way that the property would have appreciated enough for us, for there to be any one. I just don't, it's just too short of a period of time. I like them to own that property at least 10 year plus, 10 years or more, at least.
Okay, let's try this one. We'll see here. When it was
What is
bought.
the tax assessed value on that?
Okay, this was assessed 40,240. This property is in Florida.
Oh, this is in Florida. Okay.
Yeah,
Florida's
yeah.
cheaper. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So this was bought 1996
So it was bought in 1996.
for 26,000.
Okay, so it bought in 1996 for 26,000. Good. This is the
Okay.
one that we want to target. Okay, let's go ahead and run comps, figure out what the property's worth.
Okay.
See what it's worth today.
All right. So okay.
So once again, when we run in comps, figure out what the property's worth, you want to find 3 properties that are similar. Trying to get as close similarity, bedroom, bathroom, square footage, if it has a garage or no garage, right? So you can make sure that you can get, you know, that you can know the most accurate to what it's worth as possible. So what we got,
Okay.
Angeline?
So we have here for the point 0.6 mile, 2
Okay,
beds, 1 bath,
okay,
sold last June for 245.
nice. Okay, 245.
Subject property, 828 square feet, and this comp has 8,000 square feet, so it's not
Okay,
that much.
okay, good.
This was
So we got
built
one.
19, yep, built 1964. Subject property was built 1935. So
Perfect. Yep, you also got to compare the year built as well. Good. So we got one already for 245. What's another one?
another one.
Like running comps is not that hard. Running comps, I mean, it can be a little bit tricky, but once again, it takes experience. The more you do it, the more you know your market, the better, the easier it'll be.
Okay, let's try. I will check first this 3545 because it
Okay.
says here 1 bedroom, 1 bath. But let's
Hold on a
see.
second. Faster Service said, what software? Right here, bro. It's called kingdata.ai. Okay. And it's truly, dude, the most badass software for all real estate investor. And it is a one-stop shop because you can literally use the software to pull distressed property from in any city, any states, skip trace, send out direct mail. You can use it. Also come with like a CRM, and you can also find your buyers, run comps, everything on here. Go ahead, Angeline.
Okay, so this 3545 here, Huntington
Yep.
Ave.
Yep.
It says here in the county, it might be in the county record, just 1 bed, 1 bath.
Yep.
But when I check and online, it
Yep.
has 2 bedrooms, 1 bath, same
Good.
square footage. So this was sold last September or last month
Yep.
for
273.
273,
Okay. Let's go ahead
and
and
this
find one
was
more.
right, and this one, the other one is 0.4 mile. Let's check this one. How
Okay.
many? Okay, this one is 3 bedrooms. Okay, no, this one is 3 bedrooms. Let's just
And you can also click on the property to actually see pictures as well, which
right.
we're gonna show you too, because you want to make sure that the property is updated. Okay.
Okay,
Got
let's
another one?
check. Good. Okay, this one is actively. This is active listing.
Okay. It's active. Okay. It's currently active listed. Does it say how many days it's been on the market?
Well, in Zillow, it's 25 days.
Okay. Good. So and then how much is it listed for?
159.
Okay. So 159. That's probably as is.
Mm,
Let's see if we can look at the
mm,
picture, Angeline.
no, it is not. It is updated
Okay.
property. But
It is.
yeah,
Okay.
updated.
Okay. So
Right.
it's updated. Wait.
Let's,
Okay. Hold on, Angeline. That one is the same bedroom, same bath, same year built or similar year built.
no, it was built 1957. It is newer compared to the subject because subject was built 1935.
Okay. So I mean, it's also pretty old. I just want to know why is it 159 when all the other properties in the 200s or mid 200s?
Okay, I think let's go back to the other one in point four.
Okay,
We'll see
Angeline.
why.
Okay, I want to see if you can find another property. Is there another one?
Okay, let's find.
Because I'll tell you guys why. If the other two is similar subject property, it's in the mid to high twos, and the other one is 159, they got to be something suspicious about the 159.
Right, okay. We get another one here. It's in 6012
Yep.
Magnolia Street.
Yep.
It's 0.6 mile, similar to
Good.
this subject.
45.
1964.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, it was sold last June for 245,
Okay.
similar to the other
Got it. I
one.
got it. I got it.
Yep.
So based on this, okay, I don't know what's going on with the 159. I would have called the agent and talked to the agent, but based on the three comps, that's very strong within that, half a mile or so, a little bit more than half a mile. We got 245, 273, 245. So what I'm going to do is I will take all three of those. Okay, so we take 245 plus 273 plus 245 equal 763, and I will divide it by 3. So if you take that 3 divided by 3, it'll give you an average. So this property, so the ARV of this property is 254,000 in my opinion. That's what that property is worth. And then the next thing you want to figure out is, now that we figure out the ARV of the property, now we need to know is how much it's going to cost to rehab the property. So let's just say it's going to cost about 50,000 to rehab the property. Okay, so first you take 254 minus 30%. We minus 30% because that's how much the investor want to make on their money. So we minus 30%. That put us down to 177,000, and then you're going to take 177 minus the 50K. which is because that's how much it's going to cost to rehab the property. Now you're down to 127. Okay. And then let's just say that we want to make 10,000 on this property. 127 minus 10, which means if you want to make 10,000 on this property minimum, your max offer to the seller, you would offer the seller starting out at 117. Now, the reason I love this property because this seller bought this property a long time ago. They bought it for how much again, Angeline? 25K.
25.
They bought it for 25K, and now you offer them 117 to them. Dude, that's a lot of money different, right? So that's why I love property that are, owner owns for a long time and they barely owe anything on it. Got it? And that's what you would offer to the seller, 117. Now, let's just say you got the seller to accept your offer of the 117. The next thing you're going to do is, once again, you're going to have them sign what's called a purchase and sell agreement. Okay, we're going to tie that property up in a contract for at least 30 to 60 days. And to secure it, let's just say, it depends on how much you want to put up. But for us, we just put up $250. Like I said, you can also put in there $10 for the EMD if you wanted to. The next 60, and then you're going to use this site called DocuSign. DocuSign.com, that's what we use to send the purchase and sale agreement to the seller so they can sign it electronically. Okay, now that we got the property locked up on the contract, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to find the buyer to sell the deal. So we're going to go back to the software again. Angeline, let's go ahead and try to pull up all the cash buyer within that area.
Okay.
And see how many cash buyer we got.
All right. Okay. So again, let's go back to lead pipes and then click the property leads. All right. And that property is located in Mims, Florida, which is the zip code is 32754. Let's see if we can get a cash buyers in that area. Okay, just click the cash buyers here. Let's see if
And
we
then
get a
bam.
All right. So we got 1,152.
Okay. You got 1,000, and then obviously same thing. You're going to skip trace those. We can also even narrow it down as well. But even with 1,000 cash buyer, which is house flipper who bought property cash in that area, you can skip trace that list. Once again, that list is going to cost you about right around maybe $142. You're going to call these buyer up, and then all you're going to do is you're going to pitch them the deal and saying, hey, I just saw, and it will actually show you all the property that they bought, they own or whatever, and you'll be like, hey, I just got a property down the streets, or hey, a few blocks away from you here, and then you're going to try to sell the deal over to them. And obviously, you got it under contract for 117. You don't tell your buyer how much you got under contract for. We're just going to make, so if you want to make 10,000, 117, we're going to sell it to them for 127. Okay? All right, Angeline, I think that's all I needed you for.
Okay. All right, Khang.
Thanks, Angeline.
All right, Khang. Bye.
Yep, bye. Okay, so now we're going to wrap this thing up, okay? Once you go on there, and literally, when I first started out, there wasn't a software that is this badass. So I would do a lot of running around. But nowadays, everything can be done over the phone. I've been virtually wholesaling for the past 6 years. I don't meet the seller. I don't see the property. I don't meet up with the buyer. Everything is done over the phone. Once again, as you can see, I pay and clean. All right? And if she can do this, any one of you can do this. Okay? So I got a team of 7 VAs. They do all this. You can hire a VA to pull the list, to skip trace, to do all this for you as well. Okay? Now, once you found the buyer, you're going to have that buyer, once again, they're going to sign what's called an assignment agreement. They do not sign the purchase and sell. Okay? They'll sign an assignment agreement, and boom, you send both contracts to the title company. They will do all the work, and they'll get you paid. Once again, all you need to do is one of this a month, $10,000 a pop, $100,000 a year. This is what I'm calling part-time. This is part-time hustle. Okay? If you want to do this full-time, dude, you can make way more than that. Okay? I said I was going to call a seller, right? Oh, shit. I said I was going to call a seller, right? Man, I don't know if I have time. Man, I mean, I cannot. I mean, I promised already, so there's no way I won't do it. Okay, so hold on a second. I didn't know that we went so much over time. So let me call her Kim. Man. Man. Like, I'm supposed to be at the gym right now. But today is a crazy schedule, so I don't have the time. So I'm going to call the seller right now, and hopefully we can put this property in a contract. Promise is a promise.
Your call has been forwarded to it.
Okay, well, hold on a second. Let me try. So typically when I call a seller, I would call them twice in a row, back to back. So it makes it seem like it's urgent.
Your call has been forwarded.
Okay, one more time, 3 times.
Your call has been.
Okay. Obviously, though, she don't answer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell my VA to text her. Hey, Angeline, can you go ahead and text her, Angeline? I tried to call Kim, but she wouldn't answer. Just let her know that I'm trying to call her regarding, I'm the purchase manager and blah, blah, blah on her property. So have her call me back. Thanks. Okay. Okay. Just 1 or 2 questions and I'm out of here. Let me see here. Jonathan said, what up, MJ? Jonathan said, hey, Khang, I have some question about real estate that I love to discuss. My family originally from Vietnam. Dude, let's go, baby. And I'm a 2nd generation here. I really motivated to see and eager to learn. Okay, still don't know what your question is, bro, but yes, got you. We're from the same country. Hi, Khang. I was watching one of your cold call role play stream yesterday. You asked somebody these questions, but you never told us how to handle it. Do you need 30 days to close on the purchase? Do you need 30 days to close on the purchase? I don't know what you mean. Oh, you mean like when I talk to the seller? Like, Sebastian, I don't know what you mean by this question. Do you need 30 days to close on the purchase? I have no clue what you mean. Okay, so we're going to move on. What else? What else? And then we're done. Khang, I have your book. Oh, once again, for those of you who don't know what Brand was talking about, dude, this book, over 500 5-star review on Amazon. And for those of you who actually grab the book and you enjoy it, it would truly mean the world to me if you can drop me a review on Amazon. Truly will mean the world to me, okay? It will mean so much. And for those of you who haven't grabbed the book, I literally give you everything that you needed. And Brown wanted to know if the book is enough. For some people, the book is enough. There are people who send me screenshot of their first deal just from the book, just from all the information that they got from the book, that enough for them to take action. Because a lot of times what we do is we go and watch YouTube video, we listen to podcasts, or we read a book. And if it somehow has that missing link to what we needed for us to get it done. And some of us need more than just a book, need more than just a YouTube video, need more than just a podcast, okay? Or even more than just going to an event. So if you want to grab the book, all you need to do is go to WTMbook.com. That's all you need. Go to WTMbook.com, okay? To grab the book. I think that's all the time we got. Lon just text me. I gotta bounce. All right, you guys, I appreciate each and every single one that are here with me. So let me say that what I mean by that. Some of us need more than that because there's different types of learner. I am more of like when I first started out, I end up hiring a mentor and pay him over 6-figure to have him show me, because I tried it alone. I tried it myself for like 6 months and I couldn't do it. I took massive action, but I was doing the wrong thing. Also too is I listened to a bunch of YouTube, bunch of podcasts, and still can't do it. So I decided I'm the type that needs that hands-on coaching, the mentorship to get me to where I want it to be. So if that is you, you'll be like, Khang, I need more of the hands-on, carry me through this. If you want to come and join and work with me and my team, once again, we have students that just closed their first deal within a month, within 3 months. Some takes even a little longer. And there's no promise. There's no guarantee. I ain't going to guarantee you anything. All right? There's no risk, no reward. Scare money, don't make money. Okay? Nothing work if you don't. Dreams don't work unless you do. And you got to commit, my friend. Okay? Either sacrifice 3 to 5 years of your life to build a business that eventually can set you 50, 60 years of freedom. Or you're just so comfortable where you are right now and not willing to take the risk, that next step, then you're going to be trapped at the J-O to B for the next 60 until you're 65, 70. The choice is yours. So all you need to do is go to coachwithkhang.com, fill out the application, book a call with my team. I look forward to seeing you inside the academy if that's the route you choose. Until next time, you guys take care. And let's go get this money. Oh, man, I'm out. Gotta go.